I think look for that to be around about par again here today. Now, let's get across to the toss, because they're all-important toss here. We have Shakib Al-Hassan, the Rangpur Riders, Chittagong Vikings. Here's Tamim Iqbal and Akka Shippa, I think it is the match referee. Welcome. Right, who's got the coin? You're obviously the hometown captain. Tails is the call. It's a head. Right, you've won the toss. Right, good. What are you going to do?
We'll have a bat first. I think we're batting first, and I think we got a batting heavy team, and let's put up a nice total and give something for the bowlers to defend.
Okay, you've had some good batting efforts, batting first and getting 170s, 180 in Dhaka, and obviously look to do the same here again and put the opposition under some pressure with the ball.
Yeah, definitely, because we need to score runs and put some runs on the board, and then I'm sure the bowler will do their job. It hasn't been going our way, but you never know in cricket. It just needs one game, need the momentum, and we need to carry that momentum. So I hope that today is the day.
I've sensed your frustration in some of the things you've said and written a few articles as well about the team and the bowling and the fielding. So you've obviously talked about that and hope for a big performance here today.
Yeah, we have talked about it in the meeting, and everyone is cool. Everyone took it nicely, and everyone is happy now. So we just need to perform in the middle and win some cricket games.
You need to do it for your hometown crowd as well. They came out in numbers yesterday, but you need to start winning or keep winning to get them here again.
Yeah, definitely. We need to winning for the home crowd and the franchisee as well. The franchisee has been fantastic with us. They gave us all the respect, and it's our time to show them what we are capable of.
You need to win probably all your games from here on in.
Yeah, I think we need to win at least 4 out of 5.
Good. Any changes?
There's 2 changes. I think Umar is coming back in place of Elton, and Enam Jr. is not playing. Taskin is coming back.
Good luck today. You need this win.
Thank you.
Shakib, I'll get you in here. You've spent one game away in the naughty corner, so back again. Pleased to be back?
Yes, it's always good to be back on the front field. I mean, that's my job, and I love doing this, so it's good to be back in the field.
Okay, now 2 man of the match performance from you. Then you missed a game, and the team didn't do very well, so they need you back.
Well, obviously, it's not only me. The whole team needs to lift them up and do their basics right. I think that's the only way you can win a T20 game.
Are you happy with where you are at the moment? You've got 6 points, and obviously you win today. You get to 8 points and closer to the qualifying period.
Yes, obviously we are happy the way this tournament has been progressed so far for our team. But obviously this is a very important game for us. In one way, if we win this game, we'll be on the top, and they'll be almost out of the tournament. So it's a very important game, but the main point is to come onto the ground and do our basics right, and by doing that only then we can win the game.
And what about the toss, them batting first? You're okay with that?
Yes, I'm okay with that, because I was a bit confused of what to do. Obviously I would have batted first if I won the toss, but I think there will be a little bit of help for the seam bowlers because of the overhead condition, and I think there is a little bit of juice in the wicket, so it might help our seamers.
Okay, any changes from your last game?
Well, obviously I came in, and Simmons is not feeling well, so in place of him, Misbah playing. Obviously he played the last game, so Darren Sammy came in.
Okay, good luck for today.
Thank you very much.
Well, there's the news from out here. Chittagong Vikings, Tamim Iqbal has won the toss, and they've elected to bat first.
Yeah, good-looking surface, no doubt about it. Chittagong Vikings simply have to get their act together here, and in-depth discussion there with Alistair Campbell, Tamim Iqbal. A lot of discussions, he was saying, in the dressing room, and coach Marvin Atapatu of Sri Lanka. Done a lot of work with these guys, and simply this outstanding experience there. Dilshan, Akmal, when you look at that, Rahman, Iqbal himself, Anamul Haq at the top, have to get runs, and they've decided to bat first and try and post a score. Shamim Chowdhury, but you like this other side, don't you?
Well, they're not too bad, I can tell you that. And they've got their captain, Shakib Al-Hassan, back to end the squad. Darren Sammy was out in the last game. He's back. Mohammad Nabi from Afghanistan. He can really wield the willow. But, they're going to have to come out from that mental block they had in the past game, because Shakib was not there. 82 is what they got, but this is not going to be good enough. As he said, it's not only one person that carries a team, and it'll be up to the others to ensure that, particularly with Misbah Haq in the side, the experience that is required, they need to perform as a unit.
Umps are coming out, so this crowd will slowly build up. and get rowdier as the afternoon and then into the evening game with match 16, the second of the double header. This is the return game, and the crowd will know that. Match 1 of the Bangladesh Premier League for 2015, the Vikings versus the Riders, back at the Sri Bangla National Stadium there in Dhaka. Last ball finish. They got up, did the Riders, over the Chittagong Vikings. Close encounter. Are we going to have another nail-biter this afternoon?
Well, the crowd could do with that. I think we need those close finishes. We had 3 or 4 very early in the tournament, and as you mentioned, the very first one was an absolute wonderful advertisement for this game, this format of the game. And unfortunately, in the games that followed, the low-scoring totals, one side was progressing well, the other was not. Tamim Iqbal has got to get things started off well for his side. Vastly experienced in this format of the game, 2,456 runs. Strike rate does not reflect the prowess of Tamim Iqbal. Could be better. Just not very comfortable in this format. In the BPL, he's got 160 runs, 250s, and a slightly better strike rate than his normal career strike rate.
Yeah, a bit of pressure on those shoulders of the Vikings skipper, Dilshan. Tilakaratne Dilshan. Talk about experience and talk about character. When he gets going, he is simply unstoppable. And he just felt yesterday he was a little bit too loose. He got to 19 and then blew it, threw it away, one felt. But those are great stats, great numbers for the Sri Lankan great. The big guy out of St. Lucia, Darren Sammy. Good to see a lot of the West Indian contingent here in the BRB Bangladesh Premier League for 20.
Time for a fresh innings with Center Fresh Chewing Gum.
Square leg on the fence, the man out. And third man, that's all. Power play about to get underway with the first delivery from the former West Indian captain, now playing for the Riders. Here we go. Straight away, wicket to wicket. He's got an inside edge here, has Tamim, and it goes all the way. Such is the nature of this outfield. First runs, first boundary.
There's value for your shots on this turf. Seems pretty lush, but once it clears the 30-yard mark, it seems to gather speed. It goes down the hill there. A little bit of a misunderstanding I felt also there between the two fielders, both leaving it for the other. Seems to be given up at the last moment. But not the most convincing looking shot. It's just a thickish inside part of the bat.
Well, that's a good thing about Darren Sammy. He's going to make you play. Not the quickest going around, as we all know, but all that experience and little cutters. Strapping fellow. You look at him and you think, geez, you should be bowling at 145 Ks. He's always been that sort of guy, just there and thereabouts. A little bit of swing. Used to be quicker in his heyday. But a good operator. There's another edge. We had one go down to fine leg, now the other one to third man.
A little tentative on his shots initially from Tamim Iqbal. Not quite gauging the pace at which the ball's coming to him in the process. Just also not getting into the line of that delivery. Darren Sammy has been so consistent over the last few years. At times his bowling looks a little innocuous, but don't be fooled by that, because he can deliver the goods.
Time for the Sri Lankan superstar to face up. Dilshan versus Sammy. And with the right-hander now on strike, the field has to change, of course. Fine leg's going to go back, and third man's going to come up for Dillers. And instead of a square leg, got more of a mid-wicket on the fence. Now Sammy not quite happy there, just wants to adjust the field, tweak it a little bit more on that offside. Bit of bounce, a little misfeel. But I tell you the other thing about this too, Shimon. Fresh pitch, and I like what's happening here with the ground staff. Where the surface 2 strips over, so this is a new one, so there should be that little bit of extra zip and bounce.
We were talking about tired pitches in Dhaka because lots of cricket was played there and didn't really yield the runs that they were looking at. Have a look at this. Maybe the tinge of grass from up here looks a little less than the game. Come back to that. That's another good delivery.